Let's answer your questions regarding studying at Bow Valley College. I am a business administration student taking supply chain management. And actually, I haven't really thought of taking supply chain management before coming here in Canada. So I was actually supposed to take HR, but after taking all my introduction courses, I realized that supply chain management is a better fit for my personality. So what I did was, during my second term, there will be a major declaration event, and students are encouraged to attend that event because it's hosted by all the program chair. During the event, the program chairs will tell you what in store for you in every program. So students will also have a chance to ask questions regarding the program of their choosing. So I highly encourage that if there's an opportunity for you to attend that particular event, you go ahead so that you can gain more clarity in choosing your program. But regarding like the visa and legalities regarding immigration, you don't really have to change anything because in your visa, most likely than not, your major will not be there. It will only just show your program, which is the business administration. So if you are not sure which major to take right now, don't worry, because I've changed my major like a lot. Like I changed it 3 times before finally deciding to supply chain management. So you'll be okay, you'll be fine. You don't really have to worry about anything. I can only speak about my experience at Bow Valley College regarding scheduling. So we have the privilege to actually choose our own schedule. So usually for a business program, classes will start from 8 to 5 from Monday till Thursday. But recently, there's a trend where students can go to classes in the evening, and sometimes, like right now, I saw some courses offered during Saturdays. So it is all up to you. If you want to go to campus from Monday to Thursday and Saturday, then it's all good. If you want to only go to campus for 2 days like myself, then it's also all good. But of course, it will all depend on the course offering, because sometimes the courses, of course, they have their own schedule, and that depends on the availability of the professor. Usually, a course with 3 credits will take 1.5 hours a day if you're meeting twice, and 3 hours if you're meeting only once. So you can kind of consider that as well so that you can fix your own schedule. If you've been following me on my social media accounts, or if you've been watching my other videos, you might have known that I am quite active in campus. And aside from being a full-time student, I also work for part-time, 20 hours. So how am I able to manage all those? I still don't know. But as much as possible, I try to apply some time management tactics, which I have learned also online and from the seminars I attended at Bow Valley College. I would not say that I've already mastered the time management skill, because there are times that I've also slipped off my responsibilities. But I would say that the workshops and seminars I attended in campus and the ones I listened to on my favorite podcasts and my favorite YouTube channels have helped me find a strategy or find a way to balance everything out. So I also acknowledge that my lifestyle here, like me not thinking about any family member, allowed me to be active in campus, active in school, and be able to work for part-time. But if you're curious, some of the things that I apply in my life is like if you can see on my background, I have those post-it notes. Those are my tasks. So I know that I'm a visual person. So I try to make all my tasks visible like that by using post-it notes. So I also try to apply this principle called Pareto principle, which I learned in my supply chain course. And Pareto principle is actually a prioritization tool. So the concept of Pareto principle is the 80-20 rule, which says that 80% of your problems are caused by 20% of your activities. So it goes for everything. And that's what I do. So I list all my priorities off, and then I see which one has the most weight. Usually it's the top 3 activities that I need to do. And that's how that really helped me a lot in managing all my activities. Even though they're quite a lot, I feel like I'm still able to satisfy all my obligations for each of my tasks. So yeah, you might want to also check on that and apply it in your life. And of course, I try to set aside time to also take care of myself, like spending time with my friends and the people I care about, and eating out because food makes me happy. Those kind of stuff. Self-care is really important because if you don't take care of yourself, how can you take care of others, or how can you fulfill your obligations? So yeah, I'm really a big fan of self-care. So I always make sure that I have time for that, and you might want to do that too. How different is SAIT from Bow Valley College? I actually asked my professors about this question because most of the professors teaching at Bow Valley College also teach at SAIT. And my professor said that there's not really much of a difference. Of course, each professor has their own way of teaching, but the curriculum are almost the same because Bow Valley College curriculum is most likely copied from SAIT. But right now, my professors told me that Bow Valley College is developing their own curriculum. So if you are a student right now at Bow Valley College, you might have felt changes, like a lot of changes in the course structure, the way teacher teach, and all those kind of stuff. I'm not really sure how it's gonna be like because of course changes that are happening right now will most likely be implemented in the future terms. But what I can assure is improvements are done for the benefit of students so that they can be more adaptive to the industry of their choice. This is not sponsored, but for those of you who are curious, that's the information I gathered. And again, I'm not an official representative of Bow Valley College. So if you have questions related to admissions, regarding the courses, the programs, I feel like the best person to speak with is the actual Bow Valley College representative because they are the expert of the matter. So yeah, I'm just sharing what I know. Quizzes and exams differs from each course and each professor. It's best that you know how your professor is like when giving exams, and it's also best for you to look at the course structure. Come to the first day of class because all the expectations by your professors will be discussed on the first day of class. So course outline, course structure, exam structure, everything will be discussed in the first day of class. So don't skip that. I've already successfully completed 12 courses. I'm taking 4 right now and it's left with 4 more courses to go so that I can finish my program. So you can say that I have an idea on how professors structure their quizzes and exams. But as I mentioned earlier, Bow Valley College is restructuring and improving their courses. So far what I've noticed is most of our exams and quizzes are explanation based. Like there are a lot of explanations over multiple choice questions. And the questions are mostly an application of what you've learned in the classroom. So most of the questions will be like situational, and it'll be up to you on how to answer it. So I can say that it would be very helpful if you familiarize yourself with concepts, with theories, rather than memorizing them. Because it's gonna be situations and analyzations that you'll face during exams and quizzes. For the quizzes, homeworks, and exams, they're usually online, sometimes in person. Sometimes, you can do the exams in your house. Sometimes it's closed book. Sometimes it's open book. So it will depend on your professor. So format will be in D2L. Sometimes it will be in MS Teams. Sometimes it will also be on your access. So if you've watched my previous videos, I spoke about publisher access. So if you purchase a book, sometimes the professor will ask you to also purchase an access code for that book, because some courses, some quizzes, some like resources can be accessed through that access code. I don't know what it's called, but we call it access. I cannot really say much about the questions because each questions are different for each classes, sometimes each person and each term. So our professors actually discuss it every time that they try to randomize and diversify their exams and quizzes to prevent cheating. So if you're asking me for like advice on like which questions to expect during exams and all those kind of stuff, I'm really sorry, I cannot really help you. But to give you a background or to give you an idea on what kind of exams we take at Bovali College, well, I have a course where I have to do a case study for 2 hours because that is our exam. I also have an exam like in my macroeconomics where I have to compute like for example the GDP of a country, and I have to explain why I have that answer. I also have multiple choice questions, and I have an explanation type questions. Like there will be question where you need to differentiate two concepts and you have to provide examples for each. So those kind of things you should expect in an exam. So it is very important that you familiarize rather than memorize. Please ask your professors if you have any concepts that you are finding difficult to grasp and understand, because it will really help you. They will answer everything. They're very friendly, they're very accommodating. They like questions, especially from students. I actually asked my HR professor one time because I was just very curious. Like I asked him like, why can't employers pursue employees? Because that time we were discussing about employee engagement. So I asked him, why can't employers pursue employees same way they are pursuing customers? Because at the end of the day, they need employees to capture customers, especially if they're in the service industry and so on and so forth. Well, I just threw it to my professor, and my professor was very kind to give me an explanation. So yeah, those kind of questions probably, like, I didn't expect my professor to answer, to be honest, because I feel like it's something. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense, but they are very, very welcoming. So please don't be shy and ask your professor if you have any question, because it will really help you a lot. And to end this video, I'd like to remind everyone that there are a lot of resources available for students in campus. So there's strategies on studying, there are supports, there are groups, there are peer tutors. Actually, I was a peer tutor before in one term. I haven't done peer tutoring this term because I'm quite busy. But we have all those at Bovali College. Again, this is not sponsored, but I feel like not everyone knows about those facilities. So a lot of people are really finding it difficult to study. So yeah, especially if you're someone like me that has not been in a secondary institution for over 6 years or so. Yeah, it would be very, very helpful for you. I mean, you don't have to be shy. All those resources are available for all students and they are all for free. So might as well use them, right? So yeah, that is it for me in this video. I do hope that I've answered most of your questions regarding studying at Bow Valley College. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. It's been quite busy this later months because there's a lot of projects happening, there's a lot of quizzes, and yeah, there's just a lot happening in life. So if there's some delays, please apologize. I want to apologize. I hope you forgive me. But whenever I have the time, I will for sure answer and try to provide an answer with sense. So yeah, please type away all your questions. I go through them on the comment section or reach out to me. And yeah, I hope that you find this video helpful. Thank you again and have a lovely rest of your day. Bye!